Everybody, so have you heard about this thing called bullet journaling? It's new or old or ancient or whatever. It's basically a handwritten analog planner, diary, journal, thought catcher, mind mapper, calendar, scheduler, list keeper, everything all in one. And it's got an index and different things. And so I found out about it seeing something on Facebook. And I started looking it up because I have like 200 notebooks, a calendar, Post-it notes everywhere. And I'm like, what do you do? I lose them. I can't keep up with them. So this seems like a really good idea. And I started doing some research on it. And the more I researched it, the more overwhelmed I was because it seems simply complicated. But basically, it's comprised of a moving index, calendars, lists, ideas, tasks, to-do lists, business, personal entries, and it helps you to see yourself in more artistic, creative way, and at the same time, combining everything to keep you more organizing. So far, I've gotten pretty addicted to it. It's habit forming. I can see myself doing it for a while. It's like, it truly, simply is the best way to put it. It's a handwritten, semi-organized, color-oriented, custom paper coloring book for adults. Okay? So far, this is mine. How do I turn this camera around? So you start your bullet journal off by customizing the title page. So you could do that with your month. Some people do it with their name. Some people combine the month and the name, your name. On this one, since it's my first and it's my first attempt at it, I decided to throw the month at the top and a calendar on here because, as I said, it's also a calendar. And the thing to note about this is it has a key. Now, being old school and that I'm trying to go from one notebook to the other, this used to be my personal journal. And I'm just converting it. It's just a cheap dollar store, 10-cent notebook. Nothing fancy about it. It is important to note when using marker, it bleeds through the pages and it's not very productive. So another thing to note about bullet journals is the index. Index, you have your pages, and this is the moving index. So as you fill in the pages, you would fill in the page numbers that are important. You don't have to fill in all the page numbers. It's my month at a glance where you would list off the days of the month. You would put your little icons in. Here, if you start seeing your May, you can peek at May, notes for the month, to-do lists, daily task lists, chores. This is going to be a progress tracker, my goal sheet, ideas. Now, they use this tape, and you'll see that I'm using vinyl because that's what I have. But they use this tape that they can mark on. I forgot what it's called. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know what it is. But they use icons. So there you go, idea icon. Here's my social media page with my social media icons, posting times. I'm going to come up with my social media strategy and progress here. And then, as with your regular calendar, which you see, here I am, old school, I'm using the new key. This is where you can see some of the coordination going on. See there, the icons, the little I, well, on my chart, that means idea. The R means research, and the little heart means inspiration. So you get to see those things. Now, here's what it would look like in a normal planner for a week, right? This is what your normal week looks like. Well, in your BUJO or your bullet journal, you can make it look like whatever you wanted. And since this is something new, I decided to be a little bit funky, and that's what I decided to do. So here's my daily tasks for today. And as you get them done, you mark them off. And then this is next week. And then, as you can see, my first 11 pages. That's basically bullet journaling. I'll let you guys know how it goes, and I'll keep you updated on how it turns out and what I think. Looking forward to seeing your guys's, you know, happy April. Oh, and I did take some time, so I found another book. Shift your thinking. That's what this whole thing is about, right? And I started my May. So there's May. You see there? And I did a little bit more artwork. I'm not very artsy, but I'm trying. I need more colors, yeah. And so I start, there's my key. Can't see, you guys are all over the place here. I'm really bad at this, sorry. There's my key, index. And here I made a note that I'm using my monthly calendar. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, but I haven't got very far. So that's the beginning of May. You can see my important dates there. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Let me see what you got.